So, after my arrival to Arlington, which I think was on like December 28th or something like that, just kind of hung out for a couple days with Will Day and J Brad, and then New Year's Eve came around, and Nathan and Amelia also made the trek over from West Monroe, and along with Will Day, we went to a Grateful Dead cover band show.
3, 2, 1. Y'all say cheese.
Great show, really cool venue. I actually took a little walk shortly after midnight and went through the city. Came back, but really enjoyed New Year's Eve. It was a very calm, very chill kind of situation, and didn't overdo it by any means, and just really enjoyed ourselves. I think we ended up staying in downtown Dallas until like 3:30 a.m. because of Uber rates were just outrageous. They were like $400 or $500. And I think we ended up paying like $75 because we just stuck it out. So after New Year's, it basically became my sole mission to make my truck a livable space. So that meant find a camper shell and start to transform the bed of my truck into a place that I could sleep at night. All right, today is January 6th. It's Monday. I always try to get things going on a Monday. I haven't vlogged in weeks. I am in Arlington, Texas. I think I did shoot something earlier about that, but bought a camper shell. You can't really see it. I'll put a clip in. Right now I'm going to get a bed rug for the bed of the truck so that it will be ideally slightly more insulated. That's what I'm reading. Looks like I got some holes in the bed too. I think I'm just gonna duct tape them up. But the bed rug's only like $100, so I'm gonna do that. That'll make things more comfortable in there whenever I'm moving around. Still trying to decide whether to buy a deck system or to build my own. I'm gonna go buy a bed rug and then gonna go to Lowe's to buy some nice tape and price some lumber, I guess. There are a couple deck systems available in the area around me, but I don't know. They're a little expensive. They're not exactly what I want, so I may just do it myself. So I did get this bed rug. It's used. It's got a couple stains in it, but it doesn't smell or anything. So I'm just gonna have to take it off, and I got some where's it at? Some of this stuff. It's just Velcro, 3M Velcro. Man, I look rough. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean the spots on the bed with some isopropyl alcohol and stick it every couple inches, and we'll have it done. I almost made a big mistake. So there are holes here. There are holes here in the bottom of my bed, as you can probably tell. Oh, holes. There's a couple over there. There's up in the corner. So, not really sure what to do with the one up in the corner just yet. But for the ones in the holes, I have some of this tape, and it's supposed to be weatherproof tape. So, again, can clean the bed with isopropyl alcohol and stick it on there, and I hope it's watertight, but it's at the front of the bed, so I think if I just keep it from getting in from the bottom, then it should be okay. And whenever I have this and the bed rug and whatever kind of platform I decide to put on top of that, I think it'll hold. So I'll have another couple areas to address, but we'll get there when we get there. Tape is literally just as wide as the holes there, so it's gonna work out perfectly. Oh yeah. I need the scissors for that one. Alright, I was skeptical about this tape until now. There we go. Just gonna repeat that process. So, gonna work on getting that down before the sun goes down, I guess. So yeah, as you can tell, it's it's pretty form-fitting, the whole thing, and just kind of fits in back there. Good tug, it's not going anywhere, so I'm pumped. Makes the whole thing a lot, hopefully a lot warmer, and definitely a little bit more soundproof. So got a few more kinks to work out. May just go ahead and lock this down too, because it's kind of all over the place. If you want to see a more detailed video about this, just get it on YouTube and look it up. The guys who make bed rug do a really much better job than I can, I'm sure. I promise you, that's where I learned to do it. So there you go, bed rug. All right, today, another day. I got up and got a good run in this morning, and been wheeling and dealing on Facebook all morning. Gonna go sell toolbox and buy a deck system. It's not so I have a 6 foot 6 long bed, 6 foot 6 inch long bed, and the deck system that I'm buying is going to be for a 5'8" bed. So I have a little bit of room. I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'll sleep on the mattress or whatever sideways, and yeah, that's the plan. I just want to have some room to put shoes, or I don't know, just have space for something. I don't know. See what happens. Oh, alright, so what I was getting at. Selling toolbox. Turns out, the dude that I'm selling toolbox to on the same road that I'm buying the deck system from. So, that's going to be super convenient and super awesome. I feel as if I need to explain something really quick. Obviously, I was talking about building something, and then I ended up purchasing a pre-made deck system. I did this because I started to weigh out the price of lumber, and then I was going to have to rent a saw and that kind of stuff, and I just saw it adding up quickly. And this deck system that I bought, and it was in I bought it from a kid it was in his dad's truck, and they were just trying to get rid of it kind of deal. So basically the cost from what I added up, calculated, was going to be the same. So I went ahead and went with the deck system. Now that I have been kind of lived with it for a little while, I would build my own. if you're trying to overland or live out of it, I would definitely build your own. Just where you can customize the width and the materials and that type of deal. And there's just some unused space that could be utilized better with the deck system, in my opinion. All right, so basically, my deck system doesn't quite fit my truck. So this one was made for a 6-foot bed, and I have a 6'6" bed. So using this Dremel. Using the Dremel there to basically using the diamond point on the Dremel to drill little holes in there, shave it down, truck can fit them together. Okay, so I notched it out, sanded it down, it's pretty smooth. Let's see if we can't load her up. Well, I was definitely shaving down the wrong side, but I don't know if you could tell in there, it fit together, which is the first time that's happened. But I'm about to mark it and just shave off a little bit more so that it'll fit in there real nicely. And I had to come up here to get my bag of Sharpies. Upon further inspection, I'm not gonna drill any more out. I got about, maybe I can stick my fist in there, but it's hitting these ammo can deals right here are hitting my fender, so that's the best as I'm gonna get, and that's what we're gonna work with. So now I just need to put the drawers in, I guess. Start packing it up. Yeah, pumped now. All right, there it is. Get decked. Got the bed rug. I figured since we were on the subject, we'll just go ahead and cover what the truck looked like on a daily basis, basically. So, got my mattress and my bike back here, and then the Yeti to try to keep things cool. But I always kept muck boots out, just because you never know when you're gonna get into a snowy or muddy situation, that kind of deal. Always had a couple bottles of water, a couple gallons of water, I should say. I got Reflectix on both of the outside windows, and I would put one up on the inside on the back glass here whenever I would lay down for the night. It's about 6 a.m. on Friday, January 17th. I'm going to California.